Why are you scared in the gym? I'm gonna let you into a little secret. Nothing actually matters. See, I've had so many moments in the gym where I'm doing the most absolutely stupid stuff and silly stuff, and let's take a look at it. So, for instance, when it comes to neck curls, right, this exercise everyone's doing, I was one of the first adopters. I actually was one of the first guys to start doing this in the gym, and I actually don't do it anymore. But I was there when no one else was doing it, doing this motion, and it looked so stupid. Granted, I got to a plate, and I think there were people who were doing tricep extensions with less, and that's on my neck. But you can 100%, like, you know that they were thinking weird things of me. I still did it. And after that, I got too strong. So what did I do? I actually started doing something like this. I got out the ball and I was like pushing into it. It was a bigger ball than this, granted, but I was doing these sort of motions on a ball in the gym, like with a huge, big like balance ball. What next? Well, just remember knees over toes guy. I started doing this, the backwards treadmill walk. I was one of the first guys doing this in the gym because I was trying to rehab a knee injury. And no one else is doing this, and of course when they look at you, they're all looking at you because of the way my gym's set up. The treadmills are there and everyone's doing weights here, so they're staring at you and you're walking backwards and you're staring at them because typically you'd be looking out the window, and you better believe that's kind of awkward. So what happens then? Well, of course we do the good morning, which looks like you don't have to squat, and I do these and everyone sees them. And throughout this entire time, I'll admit, in my head, I'm thinking people think I'm doing this wrong. When they see me doing a stiff leg deadlift, they think he doesn't know how to deadlift. When they see me doing leant forward leg curls, they're thinking, what on earth is he doing? That is not how you do leg curls. He's going to injure himself and he's doing something completely wrong. When I start doing the JM press, they look at me in the Smith machine and they think, that's not how you bench. Is he okay? He might like snap his shoulders. Like, what's going on here? And especially because these guys, they're entries to these things. They're not just coming into the gym and they know all these exercises and they know why someone would do it. They're just regular guys. Like, no one has ever, like, at least I've never ever seen anyone do a tibialis raise. I bought the tib bar for this, man, and I did that in the gym. Yeah, throughout every single one of these, I'm thinking, man, people think I'm weird, they think I'm stupid, they think I'm doing something wrong. And back when I was small, I thought that even more. But look at this one. This last one was only 2 weeks ago. I don't have a video of it, but I did the leg extension glute raise. This is like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, to be honest, when you watch someone else doing it. And the thing that makes it so much worse is that people see you doing this. Okay, here's my point. Why am I telling you about this? Well, it's not just that, right? It's not just the dumb exercises we do or the dumb exercises we want to try where we think people are going to think we're stupid. There's other stuff. Like, so many things can happen in the gym. And I mean, how many times have you knocked into the lat pull down bar or spilt water? The spilt water might only be me. I spill water all the time. But all these things, when they happen in the gym, so many of them, especially when you're trying it out, you end up going on the floor, right? Like, I was doing those hip thrusts, it wasn't working, and I just flew on the floor in defeat, not really figuring out, and I just lay there for a while. And it's not just that I've done this weird exercise, it's that I've done something wrong and it clearly didn't work. Like, there was one time when it was peak hour in the gym, and I went there and someone was using the cable machine, and I was like, I want to do some ab crunches. So I went into the lat pull down and I put a rope on and I started crunching it. It was too heavy and nothing happened. Everyone was staring at me. And yeah, so no one cares. No one actually cares. Because even if they stare at you, they don't even make a facial expression. They don't even say anything. They probably forget about it next week. Let me have a sip of water and I'm going to tell you what actually matters when it comes to the gym. When I started wearing, you've probably seen it in my videos, the oversized blue t-shirt I wear. When I first started wearing that, it was just me. It was actually just me. And then I started noticing a month later, other people started wearing this oversized t-shirt. It wasn't anything sort of like branded or anything, and there was no like trend at the moment of blue t-shirts which are oversized. But I realized I'm actually one of the biggest guys in my gym. I'm actually one of the strongest guys in my gym. And I don't know if it was subconscious or it was intentional, but they started wearing the oversized blue t-shirt that I wear. And the interesting thing about this is this kind of makes me a trendsetter. Other exercises that I've done in the gym, which people don't usually do, I've seen them start doing it. When I first started doing neck curls, even before everyone else started doing neck curls, before that happened, after I started, there was another guy who started doing them. And he didn't do them before. And sometimes people will come up to me and they'll be like, yo, I started doing this because of you. And I'm like, that's pretty interesting. But this is what I mean. If you're doing things that stand out, if you're literally just focusing on you and your goals, which is what you should be focusing on, even if something looks dumb, don't let it stop you from trying anything, especially if the movement's great, which a lot of the times it probably is when we're trying these weird ones. And you probably sit there and you think, man, people focused on me. They focused on me. The people who are focused on you, the ones who are actually going to think you're weird from these exercises, the ones who aren't open-minded, they're the guys doing the atrocious zero intensity. They're the ones with just infinite junk volume, 0-minute rest workouts. So, at the end of the day, we kind of have the last laugh. And when you do these exercises and you feel weird and you feel silly, you need to ask yourself, why am I actually doing these exercises? Because when you ask yourself that question, you go, don't be stupid. I'm doing it because I want this outcome. And now we just take a look at it and go, I mean, maybe other people who don't understand how the body works shouldn't be judging me. And maybe I shouldn't be judging someone else if I don't understand how the body works. And when that happens, we end up either learning how the body works to judge other people, or just not really caring about anyone else's judgment. Because, if I go down the street and I see someone and they're begging for money and then they give me investment advice, I'm probably not going to take it. That's just probably how people work. So I don't think you should take, body advice from someone who doesn't understand the body. But what is actually important is you need to start helping people who are actually doing things that is downright dangerous, because there is some stuff you see in the gym and you're like, no, there's no possible way that could be safe. That is when you interact, that's when you judge, that's when you go up and you go, yo, you're gonna snap your spine. This tongue exercise, I don't know why you're doing it, but you're getting the seat wet and that doesn't do anything. And also, no. But yeah, at the end of the day, I did actually release a newsletter recently, so if you want to join that to stay up to date on things, there's gonna be a lot more videos coming soon, but go down there, join the newsletter, and you'll learn a lot, probably.